Alright, so we're back once again, and today, or tonight, based on how and when you're watching this, we're going to be going through some of the things and perhaps, maybe, just maybe, discussing some of the players that you'll encounter in random battles. Although with the way things are going, if I keep talking about some of the players that play this game, I might wake up one day to find a horse head in my bed and a message when I try to log into the game saying I've been banned permanently for stat shaming. And if you want to watch me stat shame some people, mostly myself, if I'm being completely honest, then I stream most days at twitch.tv/calling. That's when I'm not rage quitting the game constantly. I promise my gameplay won't be as painful as you think it will be to watch, at least I hope not. Anyways, let's get the discussion focused on the current state of random battles and not one on whether or not I'll be making content on this game in a few months. So, random battles. Where to begin? Well, if we were to take what they say about random battles from the World of Warships wiki, it would say that random battles are battles where captains are dropped into a game full of other players, according to the matchmaking system. Yeah, because that exists. It does, I just making a joke, just roll with it. It also says that players queue for random battles individually and are placed on teams randomly by the matchmaking system solely based on their tier and type of ship selected. Player skill is not taken into account. 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 Sorry, I just got a bit stuck on that part. I honestly can't even believe that another more useful system hasn't been implemented into the game at this point. What is it now, 5 years? Even my YouTube comments, which can be very interesting at times, are able to come up with systems that will benefit the game while simultaneously making fun of me. And I'm sure that if they can do two things at once, wargaming, you should at least be able to do one thing. So, you get to this point and you ask yourself, why should I play random battles over, say, ranked battles, where your teammates are bots who rage and chat and report you for anything under the sun? Or even co-op battles, where your teammates actually are bots, but they can't report you or rage and chat. Well, at least not until AI is sufficiently developed, by which point there'll be a lot more to worry about than that Kitakazi transforming into a nuclear bomb and taking out your entire team. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, random battles. So depending on your philosophical view of life, you might see random battles as the lesser of two evils. That's if you're an optimist. Or the worst out of everything available. That's if you're honest with yourself. But there is one more option. I'm not sure what it is, but if I find it, I'll be sure to let you know. I was going to say turn off your computer, but that just seems counterproductive. So let's move along from random battles to the actual type of players that you might be going to meet while playing some random battles. I mean, it worked for the ranked video, which you can see linked somewhere, I think, at some point. So why stop the habit of a lifetime? So I'm going to keep this relatively short, much like the majority of battles that I'm playing right now, and mention only a single one of the players that are present in randoms recently, because you've got to save something for the future, right? Anyways, let's get to this player, shall we? The Restless Sleeper. So you're up at around 3 AM and you decide in a half-drunken state, from not sleeping, not from drinking too much, although that does tend to happen too, to play some World of Warships. Now if you've done this before, you're well aware that at 3 AM there isn't a whole lot happening on World of Warships, which means that the wait for a game can go on and on and on and on and on. You get the point. So when you do eventually get into a game, you put a hell of a lot of weight on it being a good game, or at least not a completely one-sided slaughterfest that games during the day usually are. I mean, that's not a lot to ask for, right? Right? Although what you don't realise is that being sleepy really affects how you perform in the game, except you just don't realise that it's affecting how you play. Which means that 12 minutes will have passed before you realise you were steaming against the border of the map for the past 12 minutes. Now, while you were steaming against the border of the map, what you don't also realise is that the people on the other side of the map, i.e. your enemy, are suffering from the same form of disability. And so, what started out as a late night tumble through World of Warships ends in a game that, well, no one on either team is probably going to remember. Well, if they do remember it, it's going to be more like a nightmare that you quickly dismissed than a pleasant dream. So that pretty much sums it up for another video. Hopefully the frequency of the videos will be picking up in the future, as I plan on featuring more gameplay focused content in order to bridge the gap between these a little bit more edited videos. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.